Tonight marks 7 days since New Zealand moved into its level 4 lockdown, and it's been a week like no other. Life across the country has been turned upside down, and it's been challenging to say the least. With everyone cooped up at home, it's often hard to measure how we're all going. But the numbers don't lie, so our reporter Nita Blake-Persen and cameraman Nick Monro put together this report looking at some of the key figures of week 1.
A lot can change in a week, and arguably never more so than in the past 7 days. For most, the message to go home and stay home is getting through. Our biggest cities have gone from bustling metropolises to ghost towns. Auckland traffic is down 64% on the same time last year, Wellington 72%, Christchurch 67%, Hamilton 62%, and Dunedin down 69%.
Levels of air pollution from traffic have fallen by at least sort of 70% during the daytime. And that's a big drop and much larger than I think many places overseas are seeing.
NIWA's air quality scientist Ian Longley says fewer cars mean less pollution.
It's certainly giving the environment a bit of a break, and especially, those folks who live near major roads, it's giving their health a break.
Off the roads and onto the internet. Spark says its broadband traffic during weekdays has doubled and nighttime peaks are up 27%. Their busiest time is 9 p.m. and Friday night saw the heaviest traffic they've ever had. With shops closed, spending has plummeted. Paymark figures show electronic card transactions dropped 70% on the first day of the lockdown. And in lieu of purchases, many households have welcomed new pets into their homes. The SPCA's Dominique Leeming says adoptions skyrocketed leading up to the lockdown.
We were able to adopt out 1,157 animals between Friday the 20th of March and the close of business on Wednesday the 25th. So that's around 3 times the number we would normally adopt out in a week, which was just amazing.
So far, the SPCA hasn't seen any increase in the number of animals being dumped. Amidst the lockdown, of course, life and death must go on, but that too has changed drastically. Over the past week, more than 500 babies have been born. That's 500 newborns who haven't been able to meet anyone beyond their bubble, and parents who haven't been able to get the usual wraparound support they might from the community. And death rituals have changed too. More than 440 people have passed away during the lockdown. Simon Mannering of the New Zealand Funeral Directors Association says none of them have been able to have funerals.
We're working in a different environment. It's a challenging environment. While the daughter of the deceased may have been in the bubble, what about the other 7 siblings?
While the government message to stay at home may seem a simple one on the surface, Auckland psychotherapist Lynn Dunphy says the lockdown is much more than that.
A situation like this where there is a kind of, on the one hand, a clear threat in terms of the Covid-19 virus, there is also a threat to our sense of well-being and connectedness with other people. The sorts of incidental exchanges that we have in a workplace or in a school setting, or, the people that you see as you collect your rubbish, or, your neighbours, those kinds of things are also threatened. And, we are not... it's like the no man is an island. We are hardwired for connection with other people.
She says it's that connection that must continue beyond our physical isolation as we all come together with the number one goal of saving lives and beating the outbreak of Covid-19. Mō te hōtaka o te ahiahi nei, ko Nita Blake-Persen aho.